Hi, I'm Trish. June is LGBTQIA Pride Month, so today we have a practice to celebrate pride. We'll focus on postures that increase strength and open our hearts and think about acceptance of ourselves and others. So you might want to block and hop on the mat and let's get started. Okay, we're going to start today's practice in the hero's pose, which is, as you can see, sitting on the knees with the shins and calves tucked under you. This can be a bit of a tough posture on the knees. You can sit on a block or a bolster or a blanket to lift the hips up and make it less pressure on the knees. I like to, and what I'm doing right now, is I like to sit on the block on the medium setting. You could also do the low setting. The high might be a little too wobbly. So go ahead and if this posture doesn't work for you, you can sit in an easy seat with crossed legs or with your legs out in front of you, whatever works. If you like hero's pose, go ahead and make your way there. And we're starting with this posture because anybody that lives their authentic truth or is working towards that is a hero in my eyes. So we'll go ahead and just kind of take some breaths here and center ourselves before we jump into our practice. So go ahead and take a nice deep breath in and then exhale. Inhale, and then exhale, bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn and look over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center. And exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Now we'll do some shoulder rolls. So you can roll forwards or backwards, whatever feels comfortable. I like to go backwards because I feel like on our computers and on our phones we're already so forwards. So I like to focus on the backwards motion to undo some of that. So just gentle shoulder rolls. You can have your arms down by the sides, or you could bend the elbows if that feels better. Just don't forget to breathe. Inhale in one direction, exhale in the other direction. Just waking up those shoulders. And then we'll go ahead and inhale, sweep the arms out to the side and overhead. Exhale, pull that left arm with the right hand over towards the right. Inhale back to center. Switch the grip, pulling the right hand over towards the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, arms down by the side. Now we'll go ahead and come out of this hero pose. So if you've got a prop underneath, go ahead and take that out. Place it off to the side and make your way up to standing at the top of the mat. We're going to come into Tadasana, mountain pose, standing strong and proud here with an open chest and an open heart. We'll inhale, sweep the arms out to the side and overhead. And we'll just do those side stretches one more time, grabbing the left hand with the right hand, stretching over towards the right, and then switch your grip and pull the right arm over towards the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, arms down by the side. Proud, courageous mountain. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side and overhead. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips, coming into forward fold. Inhale, halfway up with a flat back. Exhale, fold forward, place the hands on the mat, and step the feet back to our first down dog of the day. You can go ahead and pedal out those feet if that feels good, or sway the hips back and forth. Whatever feels good for you, living your truth, and accepting wherever you are today. And we'll go ahead and inhale, coming forward to a plank. You can go on knees or toes for this first one. Well, for all of them, it's your practice. And we'll inhale, rock forward. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga onto the belly. And then inhale, lift the chest and the chin, opening the heart for baby cobra. And then we'll tuck those toes under. Exhale, coming up to down dog. Take a few breaths here. And then on your next exhale, walk those toes forward to forward fold. And inhale, sweep the arms out to the side and overhead. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side and overhead. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, step the right foot back. Step the left foot back to meet it in down dog. Exhale, rock forward to a plank. Inhale, slide forward, and exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest and chin, coming into cobra or up dog, opening the heart, accepting yourself and loving yourself. Exhale, tuck those toes under. And we're gonna step the right foot forward and rotate the left foot so it's parallel to the short end of the mat, coming into warrior two. If you wanna widen your stance, go ahead. You wanna make sure you can see your toes over your knee. Coming up, I'm sorry, I'm facing away from you for the first one. Coming up into your proud warrior two. Gaze over the front fingertips, pressing into the outer edges of the feet for that external rotation. Now we're going to inhale, bringing the right arm overhead, coming into reverse warrior. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, placing the right arm on the right knee, left arm overhead, coming into extended side angle. Feeling the strength and the power of your legs. Inhale, back to your proud warrior two. And now we'll do a little flow between reverse warrior and extended side angle. So go ahead and exhale, reverse. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Warrior two. Reverse. Coming through warrior two. Extended side angle. And then back up to warrior two. Now go ahead and windmill those hands back down to the mat. And step back to down dog. We'll hold here for a few breaths. On your next exhale, step the right foot forward. Step the left to meet it in forward fold. And then inhale the arms out to the side and overhead, coming up to standing. And exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. We'll repeat that on the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side and overhead. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips, forward fold. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back to meet it in down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest, open the heart, cobra or up dog. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips, coming into down dog. And this time, step your left foot forward, rotate the right foot to be parallel with the short end of the mat, and come up into your warrior two. Proud warriors, living our best life. Gaze over the front fingertips, press into the outer edges of the feet. Make sure you can see your front toes. Exhale, coming into our reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. And inhale, back to warrior two. Standing strong and courageous. Go ahead and windmill those hands back down to the mat. Stepping back to down dog. And holding here for a few breaths. Pressing into the mounds of the fingers. And pressing down through the heels, bringing belly button to spine to engage the core. On your next exhale, step that left foot forward. Bring the right forward to meet it. And then inhale, sweep the arms out to the side and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, we're gonna come back to the top of our mats. This time, instead of Tadasana, we're gonna come to Samasthiti, equal standing pose. So that just means your feet are as close together as they can be. And this one, instead of in Tadasana, you're hip distance apart. So feet close together. Stand equal and proud. Inhale, coming into chair pose, lifting the arms overhead, dropping the hips. Trying to keep a neutral spine, so we're not arching or tucking, just neutral spine. Exhale, straighten the legs, coming into your forward fold. Step the right foot back, and then step the left foot back to meet it. Down dog. Hinging forward to your plank, and exhale, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest, proud, and open the heart. Exhale, tuck the toes under, lift the hips, down dog. And this time we're gonna step our right foot just about 3 feet forward. We're gonna come into warrior one. So you're gonna rotate that back foot to be at about a 45-degree angle from the front corner of your mat. I'm gonna come into our proud warrior one. Again, you wanna see those toes over the front knee. And have your hips like 2 headlights facing forward. And this time we're gonna press into the inner edges of our feet for more of an internal rotation. And you'll find that in warrior one, your legs are gonna probably be closer together than they are in warrior two. Mine are a lot closer. So here we are, proud warriors. Now we're gonna play with warrior three to get a little balance in here. So bring your weight into your front foot and maybe bring those back toes so they're just barely touching. And if that's where you are today, you accept who you are and where you are in this moment. But if you want to try lifting those toes up, go for it. If you fall, that's fine. You come back in, you try again. And then go ahead and bend that front foot, gently coming back into warrior one. Now we'll do that flow a few times. Coming up into warrior three. Gently back to warrior one. Warrior three. And then gently back to warrior one. Bringing the hands down to the mat. Stepping to our down dog. Holding here for a few breaths. Pressing into the mounds of the fingers and bringing the belly button to the spine to engage the core. On your next exhale, step the right foot forward. Step the left foot forward to meet it in Samasthiti with the toes touching. Inhale, coming up into your chair pose, dropping the hips and lifting the arms overhead, keeping the weight in the heels. You can even lift the toes a little to make sure that's the case. And exhale, coming back up to standing in Samasthiti. Gonna come back up to the top of our mats and do that on the other side. Starting in our Samasthiti, dropping the hips, chair pose, arms overhead. Exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back to meet it. Down dog. Inhale, coming forward to plank. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest, open heart. Tuck those toes under, lift the hips, down dog. This time we're going to step our left foot just about 3 feet forward and rotate the right foot down, coming into our warrior one. Standing courageous and strong. Making sure we can see our toes over our front knee. Dropping the shoulders down away from the ears. Then on your next exhale, go ahead and start to bring the weight into that front foot. Playing with our warrior three on this side. Go ahead and lift those back toes up if you want to give it a whirl on this side. And we'll gently come back and land in our warrior one. Coming forward, warrior three. Landing back in warrior one. And then one more time, warrior three. Exhale back to warrior one. And then bring the hands down to the mat. Stepping back to down dog. Holding here for a few breaths. On the next exhale, step the left foot forward. Step the right up to meet it in Samasthiti. Toes touching. Drop the hips, coming into chair pose. Arms overhead, weight in the heels. Exhale, arms down by the side. Inhale, arms out to the side and overhead. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips, forward fold. Go ahead and step those feet back to down dog. And then we're going to come to three-legged dog with the right leg in the air. And then starting to come forward like you're coming into a plank. Bringing the right knee towards the right elbow. We're coming to pigeon. And then make any adjustments you need here to be comfortable. Use as many props as you want. If pigeon's not good for you, you can do a reclined figure four. And then if it feels good and you want to fold forward over that front leg, go ahead. I like to use a block under my forehead. If you want to bring your head all the way to the mat, you do you. If you're folded forward, go ahead and come back up onto those hands. If you got a prop, move it off to the side. And tuck those back toes under, lifting back up into our down dog. And this time we'll come into our three-legged dog, bringing the weight into the right foot, lifting the left. And bring that leg forward, coming into pigeon on this side. Make your adjustments. Make sure when you're in pigeon, you always keep that back leg like very straight behind you. And if you want to fold forward, go on ahead. Go ahead and if you're folded over, come back up onto those arms. Move any props off to the side. And this time, instead of coming back to down dog, we're gonna roll onto our left hip. I'm gonna turn my body a little bit to face you guys. And we're gonna swing that right leg right on around. Coming into a nice twist pose. You can do cow face legs if that feels good to you. You can do this one with the front knee up a little bit more. Make sure you flex the foot, or if none of that's good, you can also bring the bottom leg straight out. And we'll go ahead and sit up nice and straight. We'll bring the left arm over the right thigh and bring the right hand behind you for support. Getting a nice twist here, looking over that back shoulder. On the next exhale, go ahead and come back to center. And we'll switch the cross of the legs. So bring the right foot on the bottom, left foot on top, in whichever leg position you choose. And we'll bring the left arm behind us for support, right arm over left leg, and look over the back shoulder. On the next exhale, go ahead and come back to center. And now we're going to bring our legs straight out in front of us. Maybe give them a little shake. They did a lot of work for us, so we're going to give them a little stretch here. Inhale, coming up with a nice tall spine. And then exhale, hinging forward from the hips, coming forward instead of down. And grabbing on wherever you can. Maybe it's the thighs, maybe it's the calves, ankles, toes, wherever you are, accepting who you are, where you are in this moment. It's exactly where you're meant to be and exactly who you're meant to be. Maybe on your next exhale, you can go forward even a little more. When you're ready, we'll go ahead and come on back up to seated. And we're going to make our way onto our back. We'll do a little bit of windshield wipers to loosen out those hips. So bring your feet as wide as your mat, and then drop the knees to one side and then the other. I love this. Always feels so nice. And then when you're ready, go ahead and bring those knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug, sending lots of love to yourself and lots of love to the world. And then if you want, you can do a happy baby, bringing the knees towards the armpits, grabbing onto the thighs, the calves, the ankles, or the soles of the feet, whatever feels good. And you can rock back and forth. You can straighten one leg and the other, whatever feels good here. And then when you're ready, you can make your way to Shavasana. However, that feels good for you. You can do bound ankle feet like this, if that feels good, or you can do a more traditional with your legs out long, letting the toes fall forward, arms down by your side, palms up. If you get pain in your lower back, putting a blanket under your knees feels really good. And we'll just take a few moments here in silence, focusing on our breath. Just maybe focusing on one part of the breath, like how it feels for the belly to go up and down, or how the breath feels coming in and out on your upper lip. Sometimes just focusing on that one part of the breath is a really good mindfulness trick. And thoughts will come and go, but you just let them float by. You can visualize clouds maybe and let the thought hook onto a cloud and just go on by, come back to the breath. So I'll be quiet here for a moment and I'll mind the time for you. If you have more time to stay in Shavasana longer, please do. But if you're ready to come out and end the practice with me, go ahead and bring little movements in your fingers and toes, and maybe your wrists and your ankles. And then go ahead and roll onto your right side and take a breath there. And then when you're ready, go ahead and use your arms to push yourself back up to seated. Take one more nice breath in, and then exhale, let it all go. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you feel that love is love, and go about proud and strong and living your authentic truth. So the light in me truly honors the light in you. Namaste.